Nityananda Mashivarupa from the Bengaluru Adinam here in Bidadi, Paramahamsa Nityananda's beautiful home in Bengaluru. Today I thought I would talk to you about another very interesting topic. It's past life regression. Actually, if you were visiting here and you walked by the Inner Awakening class, which is usually held in the Sabha called Raj Sabha, you would hear all sorts of noises coming out of there. All sorts of animal noises, people that are bleating or roaring or trumpeting or whatever animal that you can think of, those noises will be emerging from the hall. And that is part of a very fascinating process that Swamiji conducts in the Inner Awakening program called Past-Life Regression. And having personally been through it a few times, I can tell you the amount of load that lifts off of you, the amount of space it creates in how now you are able to react to life, or respond to life, I should say, is amazing. Basically, as you know, in Hinduism we believe, and this is the truth, that we have very many lives that we go through. You start from an amoeba to a fish to a pig, and you go on to monkey to man, and now you're on the brink of being superhuman. And as you go through this, and even a tree, as you go through this now, as you have evolved, all these memories are actually stored in the body that you're carrying. These muscle memories are in you. So actually, if you look at some of our base emotions, right, maybe it's like lust, or it has to do with hunger or fear. These are all memories that are stored in our human body, but from our animal background, from the times when we as life had to protect ourselves. We had to eat or be eaten. And so because of that, there's a lot of deep programming in us which has to do with survival. When you go through this beautiful meditation called the Mrigashareera meditation, where you take on an animal body, you choose an animal body and you take on an animal body, and you live out these patterns of whether it is fear or aggression or lust or anger, whatever it is, you live out those memories, those muscle memories through loud voice. You basically, in a very loud way, or you just move your body, whatever it is it takes. You're given this huge free space around you, so you're by yourself, and then you're going through these emotions, whether it has to do with loudly screaming, bringing it out. And it might seem a little strange. When I first heard about it, definitely I thought it was quite strange, but when you start to think of the science about how all these memories are there in our muscles, and when you live through them, especially in the breathing space, in the energy space created by an avatar, which is what Inner Awakening really is about, isn't it? It is about us being held by Swamiji, being in Swamiji's womb, as we live out the 21 days, everything that can happen, all our hormonal ups and downs, the 21 days, our physical ups and downs, our physiological ups and downs, our neurological ups and downs, when we conduct special meditations such as this, where we bring out this, Mrigashareera meditation, or all our animalistic tendencies come out, so much completion happens, so much of these karmas based on instinct, karmas based on ignorance, simply leave you. So it's really one of the most fascinating processes, and at the end of it, it leaves you so complete with yourself, and you'll see so much of the aggression in you just go, so much non-violence, ahimsa starts to flower in you, so much compassion happens, and more than anything else, it's just being in that space of no fear. As Swamiji says, Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo, which is, I give refuge to the world. When you don't have that fear in you, when you don't have that instinct to either eat or be eaten, when it has been replaced by that higher cognition of Advaita, of knowing that you and the other are one, which Mrigashareera meditation is one of the key things that you do to get rid of these instinctive patterns in you towards that realization. Very beautifully, the experiences start to flower in you. I mean, what is power manifestation after all? You cannot manifest power in a space where you believe eat or be eaten, right? In a space of fear, where in a space where you don't feel completely, absolutely safe. So Mrigashareera meditation, do come experience it. These meditations, these processes that Swamiji takes us through in Inner Awakening are so healing. They are the mystical, ancient sciences that are hidden in our Shastras that can only be brought out by an avatar. Because all through, when we're actually going through this meditation, it is Swamiji's energy that is holding us, that is releasing, that is allowing the dropping of the karmic baggage to happen, that is calming your muscles down, that is assuring your, your space. Don't worry, there is something which is higher in you. And so you absolutely should experience the Mrigashareera meditation, which is a past life regression, such that it puts you more powerfully in your present, more powerfully in your understanding of the superhuman that you are. Thank you very much for listening in. Look forward to hearing from you. Nityanandam.